Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Today we are talking about Dolby Laboratories. The ticker is DLB, and I can't believe that I have not stumbled on this gem before. We have a stock which has all green boxes on my screening template. This tool gives us a rough idea about the risk of investing in a particular company. And if we have all green boxes, that is kind of like a green flag to dig a little bit deeper and look into the growth prospects of the company. Is it properly priced? And is there some potential for the share price to go up over the next 12 months? DLB right now is trading in a $69 to $71 range with a 40% upside forecast over the next 12 months. Price target around $100, assuming, the market doesn't completely tank on us. I was looking into some of AMC's planned partnerships with IMAX and Dolby and others, and I stumbled across this one, and I had to stop what I'm doing and get this video out to you after reviewing now Dolby's past 12 months performance and their upcoming 12 months expectations. I've gone through the 10K and the most recent 10Q. I've listened to management's expectations for the next 12 months, as well as looking at what analysts are expecting. And I just want to spend a couple minutes with you to put this ticker on your radar. There is almost no short interest in this stock, 1%. The company is paying dividends, $1.32 per year. They're doing share buybacks, and the revenue and earnings growth are both up. I mean, what more could you want out of a stock, especially if you're closely following the cinema industry and you're bullish on it over the next 2 years? The high on this stock back in 2021 was $99.22. Recently, it reached $89, $90 back in January of this year. And with the market pullback, the stock is trading all the way down here around $69.58. I'm really liking this opportunity right here for myself. You need to make up your own mind, but let's spend a couple minutes talking about what is so great about DLB, Dolby Laboratories. I'm going to start providing quarterly coverage on this ticker. I did take an entry in this ticker as well. And in a nutshell, Dolby is a company which has been around for decades. About 90% of their revenue comes from licensing its technologies like Dolby Atmos and Dolby Vision to movies, streaming platforms, and different consumer gadgets, with the rest of that income, the other 10%, coming from cinema equipment and services. Last year, fiscal year 2024, the total revenue for Dolby came in at $1.27 billion, down 2% from $1.3 billion the year before, but we kind of know what happened with the movie industry in 2024. The slowdown was mainly due to products and services related to cinema taking a hit. The licensing portion of Dolby's revenue stayed flat. What I want you guys to be looking for your longer term investments is companies, though, that have a steady trend of upward momentum on their revenue. And we do have that here with Dolby. It's not some flashy, fast growing tech stock, but there's a lot to like here if we can get in at a good price. Not only do we have revenue growth, we have a long and strong history of positive net income. And that net income was up 30% in 2024 versus 2023. And it is expected to grow in 2025 and 2026. On the company's balance sheet, lots to like here. $482 million in cash. Total current assets, $1.19 billion versus current liabilities of $417 million, giving them a positive working capital of $776 million. When we look at total assets, $3.1 billion versus total liabilities, $623 million, giving the company a positive shareholders' equity of $2.48 billion. For those of you who are tired of being diluted in stocks which are under pressure due to net losses, I want to present an alternative to you, a company doing share buybacks. You can see that over the years here, on the far right, whereas the company previously had 103 million shares outstanding, they have been doing share buybacks and currently have 97 million shares outstanding. In addition, if you're interested in dividends, Dolby pays a dividend, and the amount that they pay has been increasing every single year. Turning to profitability, due to their licensing model, this is off the hook here. Gross margins 88.9%, operating margin almost 21%, profit margin 20.5%, and free cash flow margin 23.3%. Looking ahead at the next 12 months and what analysts are saying about Dolby, we have 4 analysts covering the stock. Each one of them has a $100 price target for the next 12 months. That is based on Dolby's communicated expectations for revenue and earnings growth over the coming 12 months. Expectations are that revenue is going to grow about 7.5% over the next 12 months to 1.37 to 1.4 billion for fiscal year 2025, and earnings per share projected to grow 52% to $4.11 per share. Risks related to this play, maybe just to think about, would be consumer spending habits. If we're in an inflationary market, could that slow some things down? Could geopolitical economics affect Dolby in terms of increases in prices related to their supply chain? That's always a possibility. There's these things that are affecting all companies that we must consider. Looking at the revenue expectations over the next several years, though, analysts are expecting Dolby to potentially go as high as $2 billion in revenue from the current level around $1.3 billion. If things go as planned, this could be a very solid addition to your long-term hold portfolio. We've got steady growth here with Dolby. We've got tech innovation, and we have a diversified revenue stream, which is leveraged on licensing fees. I think this is a solid play for you guys to do your own work on and decide if it is something that might be a fit in your portfolio. When you add in sweeteners like no shorts in this play, no shenanigans to worry about, growing dividends every single year, and the fact that the company is doing share buybacks, decreasing that share count and increasing earnings per share, I think that there is a lot to like here with Dolby, and I look forward to adding it to my regular quarterly coverage. If you guys have questions or comments, let me know down below. I am Tony Denaro. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.